the update for the fruit, grapes and pears and cherry. This one here, Concord grapes, doing just fine. Every year it always does. So as you can see, they're grapes, being American native sort of thing, and this one is dead. Okay, anyway, they usually had no problem. No matter how cold the weather is, how hot the summer is, it always recovers. There you go. Now, as far as the Japanese Kyoho grape, let's take a closer look. It did bounce back pretty good. I think one more year is all you need to make it all the way to the top. And so we are hoping this winter will not be so harsh. So I think we will manage to get something out of it, grape-wise. Okay. So we got another three more feet to go to get it to the top. Let's walk around it. Okay. Go. This one is Kyoho grape as well, and that one is as well. Now, as far as cherry this year, we did manage to get a few cherry, and I mean few, I mean like four cherries. Yeah, this one, the tall one, is the Rainier, the yellow cherry, and I was only able to harvest 4 cherries that's size of what you see at the supermarket. I mean, it had more, a little bit more, but it never did make it to the end. Now, this one is the Bing cherry, the red cherry. It had none. I mean, if it flowered, it had a couple cherries, and then they just kind of disappeared. So this winter, I will have to cut it back down into a much smaller size. And so it's this one. This one's getting out of hand. So winter time, I'm gonna chop that in half, or 2/3. I'm gonna have to cut off. As far as the pear goes, as you can see, the bag is on, and the Korean giant, or what I call it, the Olympic, should be doing well. I don't know how many I'm going to get out of it of a large size, because this year I keep them more, even though I cut more than half of, thin it out more than half of it, but even though they are a little bit smaller, if you have too many of them, but they are really tasty, so I'll go with the quantity versus quality for this time. That also means next year the tree probably won't flower as much. That's how Mother Nature way of regulate. Now, this one here, it's supposed to be 3-in-1, so it's doing okay. This is a very younger tree here, but it's doing fine. And this one is the oldest. Actually, it's the same year as the Korean one, but it's much bigger, obviously, as you can see. This one has 4 varieties, but this year only, I think 2 or 3 that has flowered. Because the one that didn't flower, it has lots of pear last year, so that means for some reason the tree knows that they don't need to produce flower this year. So it's kind of go back and forth. So because I'm quite busy, so I didn't get to finish bagging all of the fruit. So we're gonna take a closer look on it. I bag as many as I can one of my time. So for example, these are not yet a chance to bag them, and they are pretty big. Okay. And another thing I learned is actually when pear got how do you say the word, stung by a bug, it actually produce a sweeter tasting pear for some reason. But then again, if you got bugs on them, sometimes pear just kind of rotted away. So I don't know. So I'm trying not to let them do that too often. So there we go. Just run right there. And these two branches actually has no pear this year. This one and this one. So, well, that's how it goes. So there goes the little update for the fruits season 2015. Let me pull back, as Peter would say, do a little, wow, 180 instead of 360. How's that? There you go. I do a little small pen. There. All right. See you next time. Goodbye.